FC Extra Time is brought to you by Globant. Hello and welcome into the studios. Mario, you've had a long day with us, mate. Was it 1 a.m. in Amsterdam now?
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. I'm a lucky man.
Yeah, lucky's an interesting word.
It's funny that he has a halo.
Yeah. He does have a halo, doesn't he? Yeah.
It looks like an angel. You look like an angel.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey.
Frank, can you just see if the questions are on the printer, please?
Oh, I'm going right
if you
now.
Do something for your dog.
You order.
There we go. We've got to make the most of you while you're still here.
There is nothing there.
There's nothing there. Okay, I'll just read them off the screen. There we go. Time to screen. Right.
One thing.
Yes.
You know, we're naming goats, saying that the greatest of all time?
Yes.
Can it be plural or it should be only the greatest? It's only one greatest.
That's quite a can of worms.
I hear that Ronaldo is the greatest, Messi is the greatest,
right.
all gods were, for me, the only one GOAT. It's Pele.
Okay, there you go. So greatest by definition is only a singular, isn't it?
Oh, thank you.
So there you are.
Oh,
yeah, well, there we are.
Voilà.
Frank, how surprised were you that a European team let the US have possession? Does this show progress for how the US is viewed?
Well, as we explained we explained during the show that in fact it was planned by Van Gaal.
Yes.
that was a tactic, as Mario explained to us, and that was clearly thought through, and they went into the trap.
Yeah.
That's what it is, it's not because they couldn't do that. It's because they wanted the US to have the possession and counterattack.
I've got to ask you, Mario, because Marco van Basten was pulling no punches at half-time despite the fact the Dutch were 2-0 up. Has he got history with Van Gaal? Do they not like each other?
No. I watched Van Basten. He was my coach for the national team, you understand? So I know exactly how he thinks about the game. But the thing was, no, it's fine with him. But the only thing he says, I want to see beautiful football. That's what the whole country wants. But Van Gaal is, like I said, he's just going for result. Because we have tried tournaments over and over and we never won it with all the beautiful stuff. So maybe Van Gaal now goes another round. Do I like it to watch it? No, I want beautiful football. But hey, guys, business sometimes has to be done.
Okay, let's move on to the next question. Have you ever seen a 35-year-old playing with the ball like Messi does in your life? The best ever?
No.
No?
The GOAT.
No.
Another one.
No, even I actually, what stuck in my mind later on in this game was a ball that went down the left-hand side, and he actually had a foot race with the defender, and he was all the way with the defender. The defender didn't beat him. So to be able to have, I guess, to be able to he's got incredibly quick feet, and when you get older, the timing and the strength and everything starts going, and you kind of lose that.
Right.
He doesn't seem as though he's lost that at all. So to be 35 and still have such quick feet is pretty amazing.
That's the key. The pace that you bring into your football and you can keep all over the edges. It's very important. We see Luis Suarez out of it. Yeah. Ronaldo is becoming difficult. Messi is the only one who are able to keep that pace and change it and make the game being so effective.
You're going to upset Ronaldo fans. They get angry when you say those sort of things.
But to be fair, Ronaldo's 3 or 4 years older than him.
Yeah, he's 3 or 4 years older than him, and we're going to see how Messi copes if he still plays at the same level at 38. That would be kind of different. And it's hard. I'm fed up, comparing Ronaldo and Messi because they're completely different type of players.
Right.
And they don't play the same position. They don't have the same physique. They don't have the same football. I don't know why we compare, except that they are 2 fantastic players.
Well, you've just answered your own question.
We shouldn't compare.
That's what we do, Frank.
Yeah, but because you're not clever. You're not clever people.
Well, a lot of people watching this have this debate, and it's just a natural debate to have.
Yeah, and they're right, because it's funny at the end of the day.
Well, stick to your guns. Mario, how do you stop Messi?
How you stop Messi? I think there is no way to stop Messi. The only thing is that you have to pray before the game kicks off and pray after the game that it worked out well. Because this guy thinks 2 or 3 or maybe 100 steps ahead of everybody. That's why he looks that quick. When you guys talk about the pace, that's the answer to his pace. His mindset is way ahead of anybody else. We normally get it when we get older. He already had it when he was 20 years or 18 years old. And look where he is right now. He sees things that we don't see.
More pro-Messi, anti-Ronaldo propaganda.
No.
It's horrible. Horrible to see, and I
That's horrible for you to put us in that situation.
Apologise to our Portuguese.
You should apologise to Ronaldo. People were going to be very bad to us.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on.
Don't start.
We love Ronaldo.
Ronaldo always been my guy. So don't start.
For Mario, do you feel confident in the performance versus the US, or do you feel like it was too close?
I felt it was too close. I think we could have done more when we had the ball. And I think, when we scored the first goal, everybody was like, wow. I would have liked to see more of that, because then, why I say that? Because then technically it will be a better answer for everybody to understand what was happening. Now, sometimes people were thinking like, we were sitting back and sometimes questioning the situation. I understood what Van Gaal was doing, but not everybody understood that. And I think that he should have cleared up a little bit in the sense of like, take more control when you win the ball back. They got to really go for the goal. And I think sometimes they lost the ball too quickly.
It was a very good question.
What, it's a good question? Because it's Frank Leboeuf, the first bald man in France. Where does that come from, if people don't know? Why do people call you the first bald man in France?
Because that's the reality of it.
You were the first ever bald person.
Well, to shave, my head completely. Of course, the bald people, we are many, but to shave my head.
No one ever did that before.
No, not in France.
Is that not an arrogant way to look at it? Just because you did?
It's just a fact.
Oh, it's a fact, is it?
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's the French Guinness World Record.
We don't need to comment it. It's just a fact.
Right, I see. And then people are like, wow, look at that man.
No, because I was in England.
There are
I met Frank like this. He's right. I met Frank like this. He was like that already. So I don't know Frank any different.
96.
This is Frank how I know him.
There's some holes in this story, Frank.
Gianluca Vialli shaved my head.
Right, okay.
Yeah. It was so appalled seeing me, fighting with it. He said, come over.
Wow, there we go. And you've been bald ever since.
Yeah.
What a lovely story.
Shiny.
Okay, next question coming up then. I don't think this is from Frank Leboeuf. Frank, is it worrying that Argentina have to fight for wins against presumably easy teams? What will happen if they face a team like France?
The thing is, people have to stop thinking that because it's Argentina and because they have a big history, that it's going to be easy for them. Because they're going to play the Socceroos that, of course, have a lesser big history in the world of football. We compare every time by the history of.
No, I don't. I think you look at the players on the pitch, don't you? I think that's why.
You too, but
so you look at that and you think, well, why isn't this team dominating?
In Australia, you have for the Socceroos, you have many players who play in England.
Just because you play in England doesn't make you great, does it?
Well, it makes you being more experienced than if you play in Australia. Or if you play in England for French players, you're going to be better than if you play in League One. But that's what it is. I think Argentina never had any easy game, for many years, and they have to fight all the time because of the Messi dependence as well. So it's not easy, and we have evidence of many teams struggling against so-called lesser teams.
Okay. Final question then for this edition of Extra. I'm going to let Mario go to bed after this.
Yeah.
Will Tyler Adams, having such a great World Cup, does he deserve a big transfer move to a high-profile team? Take that, Leeds fans. Or do you think his game goes under the radar due to lack of goals and assists? What do you think, Mario?
I mean, it's a tricky one because I feel like Tyler Adams was also put in a midfield playing against a guy like De Jong, and I didn't feel like he had the quickest answer to how to adapt to that. Do I feel like he had a great tournament? Yeah, of course. I think they did well. I think the whole US did well anyway, because we can talk about it like Holland outsmarted them with whatever. But guys, from where they were and where they are right now, yes, they've done great. And I think he should definitely, you understand, keep this track going. And I think he will find something that is definitely bigger than where he is right now. But at the moment, get your games going in England. Right. That's the most important.
I think he put his name.
He's just had a big move.
Yeah.
No, but he had a big move. But
he was on the bench at Leipzig.
No, but he's not in the Premier League. He's maybe not in the US, certainly. But in many countries in the world, he put his name in the list.
Yeah, but to do what, Frank?
And I'm saying that he had a very good World Cup.
No, most definitely, but it's not a World Cup that was going to suddenly put him on the radar, is it?
Oh, yes.
But he's had a very good season.
Of course,
he's had a very good season.
If you've got a decent scouting system, then you should definitely know about this guy already.
Yeah,
and 3 games against Iran, England and Wales is going to make you go, well, I've got to spend £100 million on him.
He's had a good season for Leeds.
Yeah, on
He's
top
had a
of
good
it.
season for Leeds.
You have many
He's
players.
not a complete
kind of
coming from absolutely nowhere.
Yeah.
When you think about the numbers that watch the Premier League. But he's had his big move. That is his big move.
Right, to Leeds.
From the bench at Leipzig
Yeah.
to Leeds.
It puts you on the pedestal if you have a very good World Cup, and he had 3 good games. Today was a little bit harder, but people are gonna know you. They're gonna have pressure from the media. They're gonna maybe think about you, and that's possible that
I
you.
don't know, Frank.
Well, he plays for a big club already.
Exactly, that's
so
what- like, so
nobody could maybe interest many other clubs. That's possible.
Because of 3 games at the
Because
World
of
Cup.
3 games,
It's
you know. Well, come on.
That used to happen.
I talked about Schilacci in 1990. He signed for Juventus after, I think.
Yeah, he did,
He
but-
for a big club.
But that only happened, Frank, because back then nobody knew anything
Where you
about.
going, Stevie?
I know, I'm just relaxing. I'm just chilling out.
Put your feet on the table. So let's talk about Taylor Adams. You know.
So normally, years ago,
Yeah, what happened?
years ago,
Relax, Dan.
nobody knew anything about players from other countries. Particularly, I think in 1990 with England against Cameroon. And we were like, oh my goodness, this Cameroon side's unbelievable. It's only because we'd never seen them before.
Yeah, I don't like your
But now we've
shoes.
seen everybody.
I don't like your shoes.
Why not?
Well,
I think they're all right.
that is it. Thank you very much. Mario, you got to go to bed. Thank you so much, mate. Much appreciated.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, Mario.
See you guys.
The tense working atmosphere here is something we need to relax.
That's under pressure. all
Just
the
a
time.
reminder, ESPN FC, it's Frank's last day in the studio.
Yeah! Everybody's gonna be happy.
What a moment for us all. Be sure to join us. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.